Hey, it's Ellie and I love Stacey Dooley so much. I think she's so great, and in any opportunity that I can do in a lesson I will try and show some of her videos. So I just wanted to highlight some really good videos for you to watch in this time if it's a bit of a grey day and you want to watch something to extend your geography knowledge. These are all on BBC iPlayer, so if you have a TV subscription they will be free to watch. The first one is called In the USA Border Wars. Now this is so interesting and I've watched this one, I could probably quote it how many times I've seen it. It talks about migration from the Mexico border across to the US, and Stacey goes and stays with migrants in Mexico and she meets this amazing girl called Maria who is trying to cross across the border. Stacey investigates the issues with travelling across the Mexican border, travelling across the desert, and what does it mean kind of getting to that American dream. Stacey also looks at how it's not just Mexicans who are crossing but also many people from Central America, and then she also goes to the American side and speaks to people in the USA, so people who live on the border, and also border control. Very topical, very interesting. That is one of my top ones. Another migration one which is really good is called Migrant Kids in Crisis. So it really talks about the complexities of migration. In this video it looks at how particularly children are impacted by migration as they're coming into Greece. It tells some really emotive stories, some of often which are unheard. It really also draws the idea of why are families moving. Kids can be particularly vulnerable when you are travelling. There's like no healthcare, so what are the pressures that families are under to illegally migrate across an ocean? That's a really dramatic life choice, to be moving your family illegally across an ocean to another area. So that is a really good one to watch as well. The third one which is really good to watch, which came out recently, is called Whale Hunters. So here Stacey goes to Norway and she looks at why people are hunting whales, particularly minke whales. Again, what's really good, what I really like about Stacey is she'll go and look and speak to the local community, so why they are hunting minke whales and how that's part of their identity. And then also she'll talk to the environmental activists, people who think that it's really wrong. So again, it's very controversial. It's quite hard to make up your mind when you're watching it, like what you really think, because you do get the opposing views from different people, which is really important in geography. We should always be thinking about like this is one, it's not one-sided. And then the final one, which I have actually never watched and I really want to, so if anybody finds a link, can you please let me know, is Stacey Dooley Investigates Fashion's Dirty Secrets. So this was on TV probably a year ago, and Stacey looks at the issues with the fashion industry. Now that's how Stacey got into doing her documentaries. So when she was 19, I think, when she used to work in Luton Airport, she got pulled out for being on a TV show and she went to India to look at the sweatshops there. And she's very kind of fashion orientated, so it'd be really interesting to watch that one. Particularly they look at the kind of issues with water insecurity as well. So I'm going to try and find a link to that. I'm not sure if that is actually on BBC iPlayer. Hopefully you'll find these useful. So many of them linked to different topics in geography, whether you are A-level or GCSE. And if you've got any questions, put them in the comment below, and also don't forget to hit subscribe.